Hey, Larry, how are you? Oh, I'm down in McKenna at Big Beach here on Maui. Oh, it's beautiful out here. I love all the people, the fun, the whales, the lifeguard towers, and especially the taco shack. Especially the taco shack. Wonderful. Ooh, the first one's easy. I own probably over 45 different Aloha shirts. How often do I wash them? After I wear them, like 8 or 9 times. Yeah, I don't sweat. So, all right, Larry. Aloha.
I'm at Baldwin, man. I'm on the cove. We're having. Oh yeah. Oh sure, man. Anything for you, man. Totally. Well, the craziest dream, man. You're asking me some deep questions while I'm trying to dance, man. Craziest dream I ever had was that I wasn't actually dreaming and I was awake and there were 1,000 people watching me sing in a chicken costume. That's right. I will.
I am, and I go to the beach about once every 3 years, so it's kind of a rarity for me. Well, yeah. Yes, I do. And a blue shovel. Mm-hmm. Okay, go for it. Well, St. Patty's Day is coming up, and I'm almost 100% Irish, which is why I rarely go to the beach and why I'm so white. And I would have to go with potatoes. I can eat potatoes 2-3 times a day. I don't even need anything on them, just plain potatoes. Well, I don't know about that, but thank you. You're welcome.
I thought I was a Fleming. I was swimming to Fleming. I was swimming to Fleming. Where? Charlie? Whoa. Yeah, boy. I look pretty dapper, I think, with this shirt and everything, considering I just came out of the ocean. Oh. Are they here? A fan of mine. Oh, I go commando. Yes. Okay. Neither. Yeah. Oh, well, you gotta, let your situation, as we used to say, let it all hang out. Let it all hang out.
Yeah, it looks like that. It's, yeah. It's nice. It's nice, 78-degree day. I feel like maybe like 85% humidity. It's nice. Yeah, it's nice. Sure. Okay. My son, because he's going to learn from me. No, I don't know. If I could be one other person other than myself. I feel like Brad Pitt has it pretty easy. I'd like to be Brad Pitt. Yeah. Yeah, he's got everything I've ever wanted. Yeah. Yeah. Or Brad Pitt's mirror would be fine too. Yeah. And pretty much anything that gets to see Brad Pitt shirtless constantly. Yeah, it'd be nice. Like that. Good. I want to go back to the beach. I'm going to get out of here.
Having the greatest day. Cam 3. Hanging out. The ladies are here. They're walking along. I'm hanging out, kicking back, trying not to get in the way. We'll put it that way. Shoot. You know, I consider myself a military man in that I go commando. Yeah, I'm old school. You know, I got an old soul. That's all it is there. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, Larry, there's a delay. Can you hear me? Yes, I'm at Ho'okipa Beach. There, we don't have a buffer anymore. I can hear you perfectly. Well, I always come to the beach this way. Yeah. Yes. I'm sorry, Larry, what was that? A viewer. A question from a viewer, is that what you're saying? MASH, because I always wanted to live in a tent. I've got to get undressed to actually get in the water.
Aloha, and welcome to Maui Live Show's The Tub. In the tub this week are some of Maui's best-known personalities, talking about life on Maui. Welcome once again to Maui Live Show's The Tub.
All right, we're here at the tub with a lot of great people.
Huzzah.
Everybody say yo.
Yo!
That was way too much yo. That was way too much yo.
That turned into a Vanilla Ice concert.
Yos.
And why not, right? And we did our mic test, and we think we're working. Are we working okay, Carl, in your headset? I love it. I love it.
Just received a text from a listener, a viewer.
A viewer.
They're hearing us fine.
All right, well,
Watching already?
it was fun to see you guys at the beach. You all looked very, very, very beachy. And,
Oddly, I was wearing the same outfit as I am right now,
I know.
too.
I know.
What's the
I planned
chances?
it.
Something smells like seaweed.
Let's introduce the people in the tub. I think it's you, Bill.
Huh?
All right, people in the tub. Let's start off with the one and only Bill Bass.
Hey,
And Mr. Radio, they call him the funniest guy on the island, is here with us too, Chino LaForge.
Huzzah.
Chino LaForge.
And the second funniest guy on the island, let's hear it for Sunny Day. Sunny, you got to realize that.
Sunny
Second
Dennis.
is the best.
I had to say that. All right. What did you say? Sunny Dennis.
Sunny Dennis, yes, sir.
When did it become Sunny Day?
When I started calling him that.
Yeah, that was like an hour ago we did that.
Sunny day?
It's a good name.
Sunny day. We were at the beach. It worked. It was fun.
Let's do it. Sunny Dennis.
Take two. It's better every time.
And it still translates to being the second best.
And the guy that's on way too many radio stations here on Maui, Michael McCartney.
Radio harlot, yes.
And in my opinion, which is the only opinion that counts, by the way, the most talented woman here on Maui, and frankly, any place I've ever seen a woman, Lia Kreig. And I've seen plenty of women, let me tell you. And of course, as I always say...
Wait a minute, go back on that. What do you mean you've seen plenty of women?
Well, it's normally the back of their heads when they're running.
I don't go back.
All right. Sorry, Eric.
The one and only Eric Molina. All right. Wow, it was hard to get started with you guys all at the beaches and everything. It was fun. But we do want to welcome new to the tub, two players. Sunny Dennis. I don't know why I came up with Sunny Day.
It rolls off the tongue. It sounds good.
Is that
At least
right?
you didn't say Sandy Duncan.
Yeah.
Remember Sandy Duncan? Does anybody remember?
We do, yes. We all
Nobody does, except us old
She
people.
was on the old Scooby-Doo a couple times. I remember that.
She was animated. That's right.
That's right. And, of course, stand-up comedian Sonny Dennis. We're happy to have you. And if you would you be funny? Because the show really lacks humor.
You know, I can try. I'll put my best foot forward here tonight.
That's good.
Now, I'm going to tell you a story about Lia Kreig here. Lia is, she really is one of the most talented people, and I'm just honored to have her. When Eric said I can get Lia, what did I do? What did I do? I went.
You screamed like
I just seemed like a little boy. Yeah. I said, no, because I have seen Lia in so many productions.
Really?
Have you ever acted with her in a production?
Yes, we were in
Yes, we-
Taming of the Shrew.
Oh.
We were Shakespeare with a twist.
But
What's a twist?
That was Vinny running around.
You were the shrew?
With sausages.
Right.
Oh,
but
man.
any play or
Dancing
any show
sausage.
that's ever been done that's worth anything, Lia is in it. Is that not right, Eric? Is that not right?
No, that's absolutely correct.
Absolutely
correct.
Yeah. And
That's
so
the only plays I go to is the ones she's in.
yeah,
And I'm usually in them too.
I'm the same way. But
Gosh, my head is just getting
I-
so big.
well, here, let me help you deflate it here a little bit.
He's good at that.
There's two things that are kind of bad that I have hard feelings toward you. All right. One is that I asked you about 3 months ago to be my friend on Facebook.
Did you
and
really?
And you still haven't answered.
Oh my goodness. Cold.
I
To
went.
be honest, your Facebook page with your orange suit and you do look a little creepy.
I have to say that I get a lot of creepers, and I
Really?
keep them on the creeper hot plate.
It says Larry John.
Which is not now.
yeah. Later.
I don't want you to turn me down anymore. All
I
right?
won't, now that I
right.
know who you are.
Yeah.
He's wearing a creepy orange suit and he's painting a rainbow.
Usually I reserve the
Yeah.
confirm for
Yeah.
people I actually have spoken to.
Okay,
so.
well, we've now talked.
Yes,
okay,
we have, so I can
that's
be your
good.
friend now.
All right. So, but the other story that I want to tell, and this is a true story, and Eric and Michael, you both know that this is a true story.
Oh, yes.
I'm sitting in the audience at the Owl Theater. All right, I'm sitting there, and I'm right down on the row. You know, because I'm always on an aisle seat, always on an aisle seat, and you were coming down to the stage from the back, all right. And I'm not sure what show it was. I think it was Hot Winter's Night, but it could have been anything. It could have been. It
Old
wasn't
Calcutta.
Chicago, which, by the way, Chicago. I honestly said this. We went without knowing you, and I said, did they bring those people in from the mainland?
Awesome.
That's what I said. Didn't I say
Yes,
that?
you did.
Yeah, and I said, no, they're here. They can't be here. That can't be Maui talent, and you're Maui talent.
I am. I'm
Yeah.
born and raised Maui talent.
Well, anyway, we love it. But anyway, you're coming down from the back, and I'm sitting right there on the aisle seat, and I kind of look around, like this. And
Your
you,
creeper mode.
In his orange suit,
wearing
painting a rainbow.
I didn't have her name.
Hi.
Be my friend.
I would just.
He was the guy under the bleachers.
Very good. But I'm sitting there, and Michael's sitting right next to me. And did you meet my wife, Michael?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Our co-producer. Anyway, you touched
Did
me
I
on my shoulder.
rub your head?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. Seriously, you did.
That's for luck.
You touched me on the shoulder, and then you rubbed my frickin' bald head.
Yeah, 'cause I always look for the bald ones, 'cause they're the shiniest.
I was so frickin' turned on. Didn't I turn to you and I say, I don't know what happened, but I'm really
Oh,
turned
that was
on.
when I forgot the words.
Oh, I wouldn't have known.
Because your
From
head
then
was
on,
so
you were
shiny.
made.
Your breath away.
The glare from your head made her forget the words.
Thanks, Bill.
Stunning.
But anyway, from that moment on,
I couldn't see the teleprompter.
It was really
When
bright,
did Yale
Larry.
afford that?
It was really bright.
I'm trying to bear my soul here.
Whole new sound.
All right,
From
bring in
that
the
moment
violins.
on, I was in love with you.
Now I might hit the knot now on the Facebook.
Incredible.
You'll make his rainbow turn 7 shades of gray.
Oh.
No more tweets for you.
So, Chino, tell us a little about the Dennis guy here.
Sonny Dennis
Yeah.
is he's my lieutenant in arms if we were a biker gang. He is really taking the helm on producing comedy shows with me and helping for advertise as well as being the only other talent on the island,
I just
on the
drink less
island
now.
that can
That's
really
all
do
it is.
more than 45 minutes of comedy.
No, he can. He's fantastic.
Really?
We've watched him many
headlined
times.
several shows.
Stop it, you guys.
Okay, so we have never seen you. No, I have seen you.
Well, you may have seen him opening for Tom Green, Rob Schneider.
Yeah, I got to
Tom Arnold.
I did that one with you, though. That was fun. We
I
had a
saw all
blast
those
with that
shows.
guy.
Yeah, you guys are great
I was there. I
that
was the PR person.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. We ate his leftovers
she
at
was
Bubba
tweeting.
Gump's afterward.
Yeah, back when I was
kicked out.
tweeting.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we actually got kicked out of Bubba Gump's for eating Tom Arnold's leftovers.
Really?
Yeah.
It's one of those moments where you thought that you were like, oh, I'm kind of making it, and then it's like, oh, I'm
Escorted off the
hungry, and nobody paid for my
He didn't get
food,
my clip
and he
quote.
only ate a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
We need to leave it
Next thing
there.
you know, we're
right?
the criminals.
Okay.
Jeez.
Did you know that we are in the presence of a guy who saves lives? Saves lives. Chino LaForge. Did you see this? Did you see this?
Yes, I did.
I did see
Yeah.
that.
I saw it.
Yeah, Chino.
I don't have
Chino,
TV.
tell us a little bit about how you saved this guy's life.
He's a hero.
On
What
Val-
kind of steak was it?
Oh, that's right. You did the Heimlich.
Well, when I picked it up off the floor and chewed it, it felt like filet.
Okay.
No. I performed the Heimlich maneuver where I work at Outback Steakhouse in Key West.
Right.
Free commercial, you're welcome.
Yes.
On Valentine's Day, someone was choking on a piece of meat, and I had to perform the Heimlich maneuver.
Had you ever done that before?
No.
Yeah,
Back
right.
up a little here. What exactly happened? You were walking by and someone's like,
I was busting my table. We're doing the classic turn and burn, trying to get as many people in and out
Right.
the door, make money. It's a corporate restaurant, so
Are you finished with
not
that?
a lot of fluff. So wipe down the table, and the guy next to me starts choking, and he immediately stands up, so I can tell it's kind of like an instinctual trying to run away response. And it was literally just like the classes, like when you take it in middle school or any first response class. It's.
Yeah.
I looked at him. I was like, "Sir, are you choking?" And he looked at me and he grabbed his neck. And I said, "Raise your arms if you'd like me to perform the Heimlich, because if you don't ask beforehand, there's lawsuits."
Yeah.
And he raised his arm. And
I didn't know that.
Gave him two good hoocha
This is
hoocha.
America.
hoocha.
Yeah.
That's what they're calling it.
Hey, I said hoocha hoocha. I didn't say hachimama, okay?
Is that the technical word for it?
That's what they told us to keep rhythm, because it's supposed to go hoocha.
Okay, well that's good to know. We're learning the Heimlich maneuver here.
Yeah, I thought I had him cleared after 2, but he was still having trouble breathing, so I gave him a 3rd. Everything was released.
Did
He was
it
able to
pop
breathe.
out like it does in the movie?
Yeah, totally. But it came with a lot more
With
than
puke,
just like
right?
pop. It was pretty gross.
Break a rib.
No.
Hey,
Thank you,
Chino.
thank you.
All right, Chino, let's hear it.
Thank you. But the funny thing was that it was on Valentine's Day and he was on a date. So like when he was able to catch his breath, he's like, you know, I wasn't really like choking.
Oh my God. I would have used that as like the defining moment of whether the girl is good enough for me.
Yeah, right. Like, can you?
Well,
cool.
Did you handle my vomit?
He took her to an Outback, so that says that right there on Valentine's Day.
All right. I was a judge at the Maui Fringe
A
Festival.
drudge?
A judge. I didn't
Drudge.
say judge.
Blah, blah. Sorry, that's Judge Dredd.
Judge at the Maui Film Festival, and I think, I'm not sure about
Fringe
this.
Festival.
I'm not sure about this, but I think I was the best judge that was ever there.
I agree.
That's
I
your
agree
judge.
Were
with
you
that.
the
Yeah.
only judge?
In order
With
to
that.
Can we be the
sustain-
judge of that?
No. I'm going to pull the guy up here right now, sit in the hot seat.
The guy.
Oh,
He-Man.
get that.
See what's
The guy who knows all about the Maui Fringe Festival. Let's welcome up here to the. Would you pick that up?
It's like a Benny Hill.
to the hot seat.
Come on up to the hot seat. Michael Pulliam.
Michael Pulliam! Get rid of that.
Columnist for the Maui News,
All
too.
right, yeah. Oh, yeah. No,
Well,
no.
thanks
This,
for having me.
this guy's connected.
View
Yeah.
on this side of the table.
It's kind of fun to see it this way, isn't
It's
it?
exciting.
Yeah. Anyway, I.
You need to get out more.
You feel authoritative up there, right? Because you're looking down on
I think
all
you
of
need
us.
some
Kind of
makeup.
condescending
Makeup.
media types.
Michael, was I the greatest judge ever of the Maui Film
You were
Festival?
right up there. You're right up there.
No, was I the best though?
Well, I have a very
Was
close
I-
friend.
Just say yes or no.
I'm going to say you were right up there. I'm going to repeat that you were in the top.
It's like Jordan and
top
James at
Very
this point.
politically correct.
Spoken like a true journalist. Well done.
Michael, who were some of the acts that we judged there?
One of the plays was War Stories by Anthony Pignataro.
Right.
Help
Right,
me, Michael, if I
You
mess
got it.
up their
That was
names.
perfect.
Tale of Kathaka by Antara Bardwaj.
By the way, I just saw her. I'm a friend of hers on Facebook.
Yes.
Unlike
She didn't
you.
refuse you?
And she loves me, doesn't she?
Oh, yes.
She fell in love with me.
She fell in love with me first.
She's like,
but
"Hey,
then
you're the
she met
creepy guy."
Larry and realized
The guy with the rainbow.
I'm gonna like his status.
she really liked me till she met
right,
Larry.
picture on Reddit.
Okay, and then another play was the Maple Street Militia
Militia, yeah.
by Teresa Salier.
Now, I voted, and you, of all my votes,
Right.
and I don't think anybody will watch this show, so it doesn't really matter. Everyone that I voted for won,
Well, it was
except one.
it was almost unanimous this
Yeah,
year.
it was. Well, it was just too. It was ridiculously one-sided, I think. She was just too good.
Well, yes, she was immensely
like a-
talented,
I mean-
and it was just her on
Antara.
stage with
Yeah.
nothing else other than her stage presence.
Oh, I
So
love
why
that.
didn't
It's hard not to be-
Adaptations Dance Company
They weren't
not
competing.
get
They
judged?
weren't competing.
Oh, they were just a feature.
No.
If you,
They were really good.
yeah, they were great.
They
were
filled the
fantastic.
house.
You-
They
if
filled
you-
the house.
If you pay
And
to
then everyone
do
left when I went on
multiple
stage.
No, they didn't. I was there. I was there.
Oh, you stayed.
I was there. I'd stay for
He's
everything.
like, please
you
touch
do.
my head again. Just once more.
Just one more time.
he keeps hoping.
Every time you touch
Maybe
my head,
after
I feel
the
your
end of
memories.
this evening, I'll give you a head.
So tempting.
That's a new show.
All right.
Warm in here.
Well, anyway, that's business, and as you can see, our special guest, who is cut his teeth
Do I get
on
to
the
keep
tub.
the beads?
Only if you take off
Yes.
your shirt.
Yeah.
Yes, they're yours.
Everything is yours.
Don't forget your pins for
we
St.
had-
Patrick's Day.
Tell them what we had to eat just before
We
the
had some dirty rice, and
Yeah.
that's for Mardi Gras. We
Right.
had
That was dirty with
shrimp.
3 R's, right?
Yes.
Dirty.
And the U.
Shrimp
Dirty.
and some tampanade with crackers.
That was good.
That was very good.
Yeah. What
and
else?
then
What about
cookies
the,
and cake.
what about the shrimp?
Oh, the shrimp. Yeah,
Cocktail
shrimp
shrimp,
cocktail.
Lots of
Yeah.
shrimp.
All right.
And then after we were fed, we were led into a room with a bed and bright lights and cameras and
They told me to take
And
my
waves
shirt
and
off.
take off my shirt.
I
Waves
did,
and
man.
kites and towels.
All right.
I don't want to talk about it.
Snorkels.
yeah.
Boy
I
Scouts
don't
all
know
over.
about
All right. Well, I've asked you to come prepared. We'll get to you in a second. I know you're ready, but I've asked you to come prepared with some topics. I'm going to go over those topics right now. Bill Best, yours says rate the funny.
Oh, rate the funny.
like rape the
Make
funny.
sure you
It's great. Grape
You
the
know,
fun.
Very
Sounded kinda
invasive.
That would be a better title, but no, it's rate the funny.
And Bill's the raider.
Rape the comedian.
The raider, not the raper.
Yeah, this is the raider.
Chino LaForge with I'm Game. And
I'm game.
You're what?
Game.
Oh, that reminds me of
My
something.
We
headset
have,
needs to be turned up.
Not gamey.
Lia Kreig with Biology Made Easy.
Ooh.
Oh,
okay.
I've
that's a
heard
new
that
one.
I'm already
Yeah.
squirming in my seat.
Will there be
That'll be a turn on.
photos?
A test.
Michael
Nudge,
McCartney
nudge.
has easily entertained, and Eric Molina. Are you kidding me?
You're kidding me?
And we're going to start with Eric Molina. Eric, what do you got for us?
Well, I got to tell you, Larry. You know as well as I do. This is a crazy, crazy world. And everybody gets so tied into their lives.
Why are
Everything
you
that's happening.
patting your part?
Because I need to give a good lead in with this. Because
Okay.
He's
He loves the
segueing.
lead in.
The segue.
I'm always believe, I'm not here for a long time. I'm just here for a good time. But some people want to take this life with them. The pharaohs used to bury their slaves with them. It would have been horrible being a slave at that time. People like to be buried with
I
their
did that.
At
jewelry,
any time.
with their cats, their pets. But I have a story about an Ohio man who was buried with his motorcycle. He was 82 years old, and he loved his 1967 Electra Glide Cruiser. He loved it so much they built a cage for it. The cage was 6 feet high, and he wanted himself mounted on his bike in a plexiglass room. So he was buried and
then covered with hot gold.
Pretty much a little bit of everything. I don't know if I can get that on the camera.
He loves his
But
Harley.
I have to tell you that his
Did they
kids,
taxidermy him or something?
They
No, he's in a
taxidermied him.
big
I'm going to show this around. This is
plastic
really kind of
case.
crazy,
They
and I'm not kidding about
plasticize
this. His family actually said he was a quirky man, but he loved his children.
Oh.
And he named them all
This is-
Harley.
and so
Sounds like Larry John.
I am not kidding on this. I am not
Okay,
kidding.
the question I have is, in that cemetery, which gravesite is going to be dug up?
I'm pretty sure you're right on that one.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, the handlebars aren't
Well,
sticking
that's
up
a
out of the
true
I mean,
door.
that's a $30,000 Harley.
I think
right
they
there.
should have just left it on display. I don't see why they buried
I
it.
agree. Ripley's Believe It or
They
Not.
buried him.
They buried him in it.
Yeah, that's
So is he turned into Ghost Rider?
You cannot make this stuff up.
Is he freeze dried?
room and, you know,
Is he freeze dried?
I hope not.
all right, Melina.
That's a Michael Jackson
Is that
trail.
all you got for us?
That's all I got for now.
Okay, good enough. That's good.
I was
Isn't
hoping to be.
that how the beginning of the comic Ghost Rider starts?
I think so.
He looks good, man.
For 82.
Let's move ahead here. Let's go to Bill Best for a rate funny. And,
Rate the funny.
I love to enunciate.
Disney.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, Bill. What do you got for us?
We got Stephen Wright from his second album. I Still Have a Pony, and this is just.
Which cut is this on here?
Just
don't
say
know?
3.
Again, valuable
Just say
airtime.
3.
Yeah, I don't memorize it. Number 7, please.
Number 7. All right.
So we're going to rate this.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Can we let the camera see this?
I'm gonna
This-
rate
you
the
can tell
hell out
this
of
is a bootleg.
You gotta stop.
All right, listen up. Listen. Listen up. I hope this is the cut. Okay,
It's
you're
not-
here.
I've said vote no.
Writing an unauthorized autobiography.
Is this you?
No, Stephen Wright.
Sounds like you.
Thank you.
What comes out, I'm going to sue myself. 24-hour banking? I don't have time for that. A friend of mine has a trophy wife, but apparently it wasn't first place. I'm exhausted from trying to believe unbelievable things. All my friends tell me stories, and at the end they say, "Isn't that unbelievable?" And I say, "I guess so." Then I try to believe it, then I'm exhausted.
Okay, enough. All right, let's rate the funny on a scale of 1 to 10. Bill, what do you rate it?
Well, 10, of course.
Because you brought it, right?
Well, because
Yeah.
he's one of my favorites, along with a few others.
Well, let's ask the experts. These guys, they know humor, they know funny.
comedy.
What do you rate that?
You want to go first, then, or should I?
You go.
Okay. Well, it's Stephen Wright, first of all. So I mean, classic comedian. Everybody knows him. I'm gonna rate it 8 just because one-liners tend to lack the personability that more storyteller comedy can do.
That's good.
You're a pushover because you still gave him an 8.
It's Stephen Wright. He's like the king of one-liners. Before Mitch Hedberg.
Okay,
before
Sonny, what are you going to rate
I'm
that?
gonna go with like a 5.
5.
I've heard Stephen Wright's the man.
Yeah.
That was just not his A+ material. That was his like, all right, I'm kind of drunk. I'm gonna kick it in the back for a minute here.
Gotcha.
Spit 10 minutes. Or
Bill,
something
how do you
like
feel
that.
about this so far?
Well, you missed the first joke on.
Bill, we're not going backwards.
So
We're moving forward, Bill.
Eric,
that was the
you
real
vote-
funny.
What do you vote?
Just because I'm familiar, I got to give it a 7.5.
7
Because I've heard it and a half.
A half. You couldn't give him an 8. You had to give him a half.
No, I didn't rate
you're all
that.
wrong.
It wasn't that good.
Leah, what do you rate him?
God, I don't even know who that is. It's like a 2.
Okay, that hurt.
Oh,
A 2.
The trophy
It
wife
was
alone.
like kind of just
Not funny.
not fun.
If you had
Yeah.
just heard that first joke, man, I'm telling you, it would have
Well,
been
you should have played the first joke.
No, I'm not
No,
going
you
to.
just skipped.
And did I skip it really?
Yeah, nobody.
We're moving forward.
I can't go backwards. And McCartney, what do you rate?
Well, after all of this,
Yeah.
I still have to give him a 10.
Really?
Writer, director, incredible stand-up comedian, and he didn't
But
just
see,
spit
no,
those
but
out
see,
drunk.
this is
We're
the
rating the
problem I
joke.
have
We're
with
rating
this.
the joke,
Exactly.
the delivery,
The problem
the
I
joke.
have with all these ratings is
No.
you guys are rating him based on who he is to you, but
Exactly.
you're
No,
not
that is
taking
that
the-
is a
you're not
material. I am
taking
grading him
the
as material.
stuff.
I have come to the conclusion that anything Leah says I agree with.
Well, you're all wrong
just start
except
trying
for
to
Michael.
Have the Facebook hook up.
Okay, what
Do we take an average?
Wait a minute.
what's too loud? Go ahead. Use words.
Turn down the amp.
Turn down for what?
Okay.
All I know is out of all the shows, now Bill agrees with me. This is not very
Let's ask
disconcerting.
Michael. Michael, what do you rate him?
I'm kind of right there with Eric and Chino. I prefer storytelling comedians, and
Yeah.
also I've heard this bit several times.
But
so
if you could have
I'm
heard the
going
first
with
one,
a 7.
Bill, do you know
The first joke was
still pretty
hilarious.
All right, thank you, Bill. Let's give Bill a hand for it. Now, I've been looking forward to this all month long. Chino, I'm game. Did you come prepared with something?
I'm game. All
Not
right, so Sonny and I used to play this
Smooth
game.
like butter.
All right, go ahead.
At the right climate. So, Sonny and I used to play this game on our radio show before it got canceled. It's a simple game of Would You Rather.
You're still bitter about that, aren't you?
Oh well, I'm getting on the radio show soon. So
Yeah, no, I hear
What
you.
channel?
94X.
Oh,
But
it's gonna
did
So if you like Mariah Carey,
But did both of you already use up your McDonald's coupons?
They never gave us BOGOs.
Oh my gosh.
They owe us ribs.
They pay us ribs every Friday, actually.
All right, so here's the game. What is it?
Okay, it's a simple game. Would you rather? We give you two options, and you have to pick which one you would rather do. Now, see, a lot of
Like
people
never have I ever.
kind of similar, but you have to pick an option. You have to
Okay.
explain your reasoning.
How fun.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off nice and easy.
Yeah.
Would you rather have to see through eyes in your hands or breathe through holes in your feet?
I would definitely have to see through eyes in my hands.
So that means that anytime you hold an object with two hands, you can no longer see anything.
I probably don't want to see it anyway.
So Leah, you
opening cans extremely difficult without your eyes.
No, because
or you can see it
that's
like
a shadow.
right there.
You can have
Is
you
that
can
what you
have
said?
techniques where you can have the shadow.
Does Leah know the rules that I'm in charge here? Okay, so eyes in the hands, and whatever Leah says, I agree with.
Okay.
Those are the rules.
Yeah, the rules.
Leah needs to sit up here.
Anybody go with the feet? Was there anybody who would have gone with the feet?
If you've ever smelled my feet,
I'm agreeing with
I'm
whatever
going
he
with the
No,
eyes.
you don't smell through your feet. You only breathe through your feet.
breathe through
Yeah,
your
it's
just
just breathing.
Breathe through.
Strictly breathing.
That means you
have to wear ventilated
you
shoes?
couldn't be on your
smell
feet.
I thought you had
No,
I know,
because
it's a
you
different
would
feet.
suffocate.
You smelled your feet.
It's just
because
drawing
I-
oxygen in and out.
Okay, give us
There's
another
no-
one. Give us one more.
Inspiring.
One
Give
more.
us one more.
Oh, one more. All right. Would you rather never groom yourself, meaning never cut your hair for the rest of your life, or never trim your fingernails or toenails?
Ooh,
Until you
that's
die.
hard.
Either
Either
hair or nails,
or-
because both of them grow apparently.
Hair
at the same
or
time.
nails.
Yeah.
As a girl, I would pick never groom myself.
Well, as a man, what would you pick?
What would you choose a man to pick?
Could I
This
bite?
applies to
could
women,
I
too.
bite my
No.
toenails?
No.
They might break.
Can you?
They could break.
That means you can't tweeze your eyebrows. You can't nothing. No waxing. None
Mustache, hair, armpit.
You'd still go
I'm
with.
Asian.
No Botox. No Botox.
Of that. That's the trump card.
So what did she go with? I don't understand. What
It
did,
doesn't matter. She's Asian.
And you're not, Larry.
She gets a pass.
All right, Michael McCartney, easily entertained. What do you got for us?
Well, first of all, let me try and beat Larry, because if I friend
You wanna
you,
beat
I'll be the
Larry?
first one that you can accept, right?
Oh yeah.
So I go add friend, friend request.
My phone died.
What an excuse.
I'll still be on top.
Wink.
So what am I doing? I forget.
You know, at this point, it doesn't really matter. No, easily entertained. That's yours.
All right, we got a couple
All
things
right.
here. First of all, Paul Rogers from Free and Bad Company has a brand new album out called
Yeah.
The Royal Sessions. Now, you saw the movie Memphis Soul.
I did.
We sat in the theater
Yeah,
together.
we loved it.
So he goes back to Memphis
Right.
and records with those guys that were on Sam and Dave's records and a whole bunch of people, and he's just done some great stuff on here.
Is there a fold out?
I highly recommend it.
Okay.
You can take it or you
Okay,
can take it.
why have I
I'll
ne-
give it to Bill so he can take
How
it
many
to the
people
radio
have heard
station.
of Paul?
There you go.
Paul Rogers.
Anybody? And where would I have heard from him about him from?
I'll let Bill explain it to you.
Free, The Firm, so many groups.
The Firm with Robert Plant.
Tanaka?
Yeah, I would
Jimmy
think Bad
Page.
Company
Yeah.
would be the one you would know the most.
Bad company.
Jimmy
probably.
Page was
Terrific
He-
fold out in here, too.
They used to open for Zeppelin.
really.
Yeah. I don't know, like
Huh.
a couple of tours
But
in a
I'll
row.
take it. Take
A
it.
lot of people used to open for Zeppelin, mate.
Did you talk with him on the air?
No, not yet.
He talks
you
with
can talk to him.
everybody.
You can talk to him.
Line it up.
Don't mind if I do.
Set it up.
I've talked with some of the greatest.
Yes, you have. You got
You
to
know,
talk to Bill Maher.
I talked with Bill Maher
Yeah,
recently.
we know that, Bill. We know you did. All right, let's go. We got the last, but certainly not least, at least in my opinion, Leah. Biology made easy. I don't know what biology is. Do you?
Make it easy for him.
Okay, so biology basically is learning a different language. So much like you would learn Spanish
Yeah,
or
yeah.
French or Italian, it's basically learning a bunch of words that have roots in Greek or Latin. So
Yeah.
if you know the root words of anything, you can decipher what it means.
Oh.
So if you knew that bio meant life and ology meant the study of, you would know what biology means because biology
idea.
means the study of life.
Okay, so now that you've proved me stupid,
She just canned you with
Okay.
Latin knowledge.
is there anything that can't be biology then? If everything is life study,
Studying puppets because they never lived. Sorry.
No,
But they were
they
made out of wood.
did. They
Yeah.
were once alive. If they're made of wood, they were once alive.
No.
And they are made of cells,
Talking
but
about
they are
plastic
dead
puppets.
cells.
Don't
They're
forget
made of
about
secondary
cloth, yeah,
xylem,
cotton.
which
And
is wood.
Pinocchio
Oh, so it could still fall under biology?
It could.
Well, now I have to find a whole new strategy.
Just read Pinocchio, will you?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a real boy.
So at Baldwin High School, where you teach biology,
And she teaches AP, by the way.
I don't know what that is.
called
Advanced?
Advanced
kids.
Placement college level biology.
So they have to be smart? I'm going to do my impersonation of a guy in your class as you're teaching and you're standing in front. Okay, here it is.
I wonder how this is going to go.
That would be me in your class.
It's actually funny because my sophomore year I got kicked out of my biology class
For doing that?
frequently because I had a hot biology teacher.
Yeah, right.
So are
I
all
never learned that
biology
language.
teachers hot? Is that
Suffice to say.
Definitely not.
So did he ask you to leave the classroom?
He forced me.
All right, we have something special to do tonight.
Oh. It's a freestyle rap. I don't want
I
to
finally got to our.
No, not gonna do this again.
Yeah. I got
Absolutely
nothing.
not.
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Paul Rogers, this was a good one.
All right, enough of this. Our special guest, Michael Pulliam, and if anybody knows Michael Pulliam, they know that he is the most influential person on Maui. Would you agree with me on that?
As far as
Absolutely.
Hands
theater
down.
goes.
I thought it was Chino.
No, I'm funny.
wait.
He's the funniest.
You're limiting him.
Funny.
Yeah.
I'm
Nobody
funny, and
listens
I'm
to
the most talented.
Happy Clown
So
Cry.
funny, talented, and influential.
Influential.
Yeah.
I interviewed Bill Maher.
All right, so I become
Influential or
friends.
Walter Winchell?
I become really good friends with Michael Pulliam, and I wouldn't have thought that when I invited him to be on the tub. I really thought he'd turn me down. He didn't. He came.
I
and
said
he,
no a couple times.
You did.
Just
but
to be, you know.
you
accurate.
did a couple of times.
And you were quite upset. Go on, tell
I've been
everybody.
upset with a lot of things, but yes, that would have upset me because I feel like if I ask someone, they should say yes. I really do. And so anyway, we became friends. I am now a judge for him. I'm now like his best friend because you know how I know I'm his best friend?
How? Oh, Larry.
The other day his car broke down.
Uh-oh.
The other day his
True.
car
This
broke
is
down.
completely true.
He lives in Pukalani, right? I live in Haiku, right? Who does he call to come pick him up and take him to Kahului? Me.
Because he knew you were home.
What a great.
Because he knew you owed him a favor.
Old people
I
don't
did this show.
work.
He could come pick me up.
You know, he never
Because he
said
knew you
that.
weren't doing anything better.
It's great to have friends,
You know how many
Larry.
rainbows he paints here in Haiku?
So tell him why
many
you
pictures he
really
looks at
called
on
me.
Facebook.
It wasn't that I'm old. It wasn't that I'm don't have anything else to do with my life. It wasn't any of those things. Tell him the real reason.
We have become friends,
Yeah.
and I wanted.
We've heard that.
I figured
On
because
Facebook.
you were already up country,
See what you're
that
missing?
it might not be completely inconvenient for you.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm old and I had nothing to do.
I didn't say that.
You see, you kind of.
Do you tweet him?
You're retired. How about that? Is that better?
And I don't like that word
And I
either.
believe the first thing I said was, "Are you doing anything today? Do
Right.
you need to go downtown
Oh,
anyways?"
that's where a lot of things start.
I didn't
that's
like
bad.
demand anything.
Wait a minute, was this Valentine's Day?
Look at this.
It was very close to Valentine's Day.
Oh, see, I would have been suspicious.
Should he show up with chalk hearts?
We went down to Whole Foods. We ran some errands, went to Safeway, had some fun.
Sounds
But
like a
we were-
bromance to me.
Safeway is always fun.
I love the new
No,
Safeway.
I went too.
Yeah, Michael and I went. We picked him
Drop
up.
me off at the post office
But
for a
here's
little
the,
bit.
here's the best part. We pick him up to take him down to Kahului, and he says, "Hey, could you stop by the post office too?" And I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to be running
It
errands
was right
all day?
there. We had to drive past it anyways.
Oh, he didn't tell you that he was using you yet? Michael.
I am seriously honored that one of my best friends
Could use me.
used me to take him down to Kahului. So
By the
anyway.
way, go stop by the bank. And, go to the courthouse. I got parking ticket needs to be paid.
I actually have to renew my registration if you don't mind hanging out the DMV.
I thought that was what was about to happen. So anyway, so Michael, you of course are one of the great,
Soon.
not only administrators but talents of the Al
Don't blow
Theater.
all this out of proportion.
See, I told you it was going to happen.
No. But did you know that Michael has a story? And the story is that his family has been in showbiz forever. Now, he told a little bit of it, but not much of it, at the Al Theater during the Fringe Festival. And I find it fascinating. Didn't I turn to you and Michael and I go, wow, I want to know this guy better.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's Mr. Showbiz. Do you know his story?
I know lots of stories about my
I know your Disneyland story.
Seriously.
Do you know his biology?
Okay, in a nutshell, kind of tell them how your family
Okay, well, it's
got into showbiz here.
Has it been forever?
This
Maybe
isn't the
like
aristocrats.
Unless you're a vampire.
Not again.
I can do that story instead if you want me to.
The first time I saw him do the Aristocrats was at the Hot Winter's Night.
Yep, I was there.
That was the first one.
And I thought,
Second one.
I thought to myself, nobody's going to do that one. That's the most foul, I mean, extremely repulsive bit, and he does it word for word. The last one of the Aristocrats.
Oh.
And I had such respect for him. Did I not walk up and say, I admire you?
He should be
You're
proud
welcome.
because a lot of people walked out.
Half the audience got up and walked out.
Well, it's a wonderful
Nobody
story
walked
about
No,
a family.
it was just
And
the
this
front
is-
row of really old people.
Yeah.
Touching.
But he was fantastic.
But
Yeah.
here's the thing, though, about One Hot Winter's Night. We advertise this thing with burlesque girls in their underwear and sexy, hot singing and
Yeah.
really talented, beautiful girls. And then who shows up?
Old people.
The
Charlie.
blue hairs.
Yeah, blue hair.
Charlie Duggins
The cotton
in a
tops.
tutu.
Blue hairs. I don't think I like that phrase, blue hairs.
I think
You don't even have any hair. Don't be
Let's go.
afraid.
The ladies in the red hat.
You ladies in the red hat. Same
Yep.
thing. Same thing.
The red hat
All right.
society.
Can we get back to Michael Pulliam, or is he even going to be on the show?
Now tell your story.
We can go either way.
Okay, here it is. Go.
Okay, so in the mid-20s, my great aunt, my grandfather's oldest sister, decides she's going to, she wants to be in show business. And
Right.
she runs off to New York City and she played piano and sang and danced, and she was very pretty, kind of like a prettiest girl in town, homecoming queen type.
Kind of like Lia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And, she was only 16 and knew nobody in New York. In fact, she was the very first person in that side of the family that ever even set foot out of the South and went to the North, period. Like not even, Pittsburgh or something. So she gets there. She doesn't make it as a singer-dancer, and she could have very easily just went home. But she decides, well, the heck with it, I'm going to become an agent instead. And she became a very successful agent in the 1930s and 40s.
Like 007?
Yes, she killed
Not
several
the hottie.
people.
Tony.
Actually, I'm getting to that point.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I haven't heard this.
So she became, she was really one of the very first female agents, period. And she always wore pants and was very sophisticated, independent woman, had lots of different boyfriends, didn't really want to get married, and one of her boyfriends was a cartoonist, and I bet you know who this is, Bill, Milt Caniff. And
Oh,
he
yeah,
did
sure.
he
Terry
did
and the Pirates.
Terry and the Pirates
Yeah.
and Steve Canyon.
Steve Canyon.
And
Of course.
the character,
my favorite.
the character in Terry
Steve
and the
Canyon was
Pirates, the
violent.
dragon lady, had
Yeah.
the veil.
Right.
That's based on my aunt. That character,
Oh,
yes.
interesting.
So
My
she's
aunt was
this
the
kind of
dragon
like
lady.
precursor to Catwoman, where she wasn't necessarily the good guy or the bad guy. She sort of went her own way, very independent character. And so one by one, she pulled all of her younger brothers and sisters out of the Deep South and got them into college or got them jobs, and they all went into a much more wide open world than the rural Deep South.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for her, there's a very good chance I would be living in Little Rock or something.
Or you might not
That'd be
exist.
ugly.
So
Or
my
you might have 3 eyes because all of your aunts and
Now
uncles.
wait a
have-
second.
She
No,
knows
that's-
biology, so
Right.
The children of the Appalachians.
I don't think that's in the AP biology. I don't think that's in
wouldn't
the
be an
textbook.
improvement.
But check our Maui feral cats.
Oh,
I know this is foreign to everybody sitting at the table, but let's let him talk.
sorry, can't help
So
it.
my
It's
grandfather went on to be a public speaker and sports writer. He also worked for the Ohio State football team for many years. My father became a television executive, and that's why I don't really know what to call home, because it's kind of like the Army. We got transferred a lot from market to market. And my cousin is on a TV show called Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She used to be on. She used to be a juggie on the Man Show. If anybody remembers that was her big claim to fame when she
It'd
got
be
out.
really awkward if I met her.
Right out of college, that was her first big
I was a
gig.
teenager when I saw you jumping on trampoline.
That brightened up the crowd.
And then that
The
sort of
juggie.
made it okay for me to pursue entertainment as well, because everybody in the family sort of encouraged you to have a creative hobby.
Didn't you start like a thing like Second City in San Francisco or somewhere?
I
What
was
that?
the producer of the Second City Alumni Jam at the Friars Club for a couple of years in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I've asked Michael to come prepared for some group participation. I hate just interviews.
Yes.
But I love when people like Michael will have us do stuff and show. I got nothing. So it still irritates me, by the way. Okay, so
worst rap ever.
Now
Best hair. No, that was probably worse.
Chino did great, and ever since then we've listened to rap on several movies, haven't we? Exact same beat.
So they're sampling off of us. We're like
defensive, isn't he?
We all had to do rap last time. Okay, so what do you got for us, Mike?
Okay, so
yes, you were cut out.
We've got a big production happening at the EL soon. La Cage aux Folles.
Are you in that too?
Oh, I think you have to have a penis.
Yeah, this is mostly guys.
That's a what?
Oh, I thought it was a reopening for.
Oh, that's a biological reference.
Exactly.
It's a biological reference.
Yeah.
Which, if anybody saw the Birdcage movie with Robin Williams and Nathan Lane,
Mm-hmm.
it's basically the same story, but it's a musical.
Right.
So I brought a song.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Lovely.
And we're going to sing this?
I'm gonna help out.
Oh, good. That would be nice because I don't know any of these songs.
So it's a pretty easy song.
Okay, good. It's called
I don't sing anymore.
The Best of Times.
Since the accident.
Okay, so it's called The Best of Times, and it's one of the more popular songs from the show.
He's Mr. Stage too. I mean,
yeah, he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
He's going to pick it up like
Michael
that.
and I have done several shows.
All right. All right. So what do we do?
I'm going to start it, but I'm going to go. Okay, so it starts out kind of slow, and then everybody joins in, and it picks up.
Where do we
speed.
join? Just anywhere.
You can just join in whenever you feel like you got the melody.
Is there a melody to this?
Let me finish.
He's gonna hum it.
Do we have ASCAP and BMI clearance to do this?
I like it when people are mean to me.
So it starts kind of slow, and then whenever you are comfortable with the melody, go ahead and jump in.
All right.
And then the tempo picks up. You can start clapping if you want. Okay. And then when we get to this last part, you go up a little bit in octave, or if you want to just stick with the monotone, that's fine too. But if you feel like having fun with it,
it's a good thing you didn't decide to teach music because you're going nowhere with me.
I'm trying to make this happen before the show ends.
Okay. Where are we? Do we got a lot of time?
And then we can sing loud.
Okay, cool. All right,
okay,
cool.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, so it starts kind of like this. And Steven and Bob will sing a lot better than I do, just so you know.
I can imagine.
Especially after we hear him. All right, go.
So it starts very slow.
Slow.
The best of times is now.
Hey.
What's left of summer but a faded rose. The best of times is now. As for tomorrow, well, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? So hold this moment fast and love hard as you know how, and make this moment last. Because the best of times is now, is now, is now. The best of times is now. What's left of summer but a faded rose. The best of times is now. As for tomorrow, well, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? So hold this moment fast.
Everybody!
And live in love as hard as you know how. And make this moment last. Because the best of times is now. Is now. Is now. So hold this moment fast and live in love as hard as you know how, and make this moment last. Yes, sir. Because the best of times is now. It's now. It's now. Oh, damn it. Is now.
guarantee you.
There we go.
That is the worst thing we've ever done on the tub.
That was so
I don't know. I
much
think
better than
Beatrice
the
and
rap.
Andy is way worse than that.
It had a lot of
loved it.
exuberance.
There was energy.
You're hurting
Energy.
me.
I loved it. I
But
loved it.
we were okay. You would,
Oh, yeah.
you would cast us.
There's gonna be somebody
You guys-
drunk
I
watching
never
the
even
show,
heard the
being like,
song
"Yeah."
It reminded me
Best
a
times.
It reminded me a lot of Les Mis.
Did it?
Really? Because that's the most
crying.
miserable musical
Very
ever.
miserable.
The miserable.
All right, well, listen, let's hear it for Michael Pulliam.
Thank you for that treat, Michael.
Any questions that any of you have for the Michael?
The Michael.
The Michael.
Yes. He's
Your,
like,
Okay.
He's now open, Mike.
your
How do
relative
you
on
do it?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is?
Nicole Pulliam.
I am going to go back to the original Beatrice because Eric Molina was the best Beatrice ever.
He's a really good Beatrice.
I
appreciate
You
it.
remember when we did this on
I
radio?
do on Manal, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, Bill, are you ready?
You can be Beatrice next
So
month.
let me give this
Well, first,
McCartney, you started.
Sorry, excuse me here. Excuse me. And now it's time for another installment of Andy and Beatrice, the old and relentless. Today we find Andy and Beatrice talking about their social life.
I hope we don't have to do anything tonight. I want to stay home and watch TV.
No, Andy. We're going to go out with our friends, the Johnsons, to that Slat Key concert.
What? Not tonight.
Yes, tonight, Andy. We made plans to go last week, remember?
The Johnsons. I don't even like those people.
But they're our friends.
I don't like them, and I don't want any friends.
You don't want any friends? Why not?
Because, as I've told you so many times, friends always use you. People are only your friends so they can use you.
Wait a minute, you guys are spying on me at home.
Use you.
Friends always have a secret motive to make you feel indebted to them. You know, they're nice, so they will look good to other people because we give them validity.
Validity? What do you mean, Andy?
Yeah, VALID, itty, validity, and value. You know, if you don't have friends, you have no value. If you know the right important person vicariously, you're an important person too. You see.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Of course it doesn't. I learned that from Socrates. Logic, you know. All cups are green. Socrates is a cup, therefore Socrates is green.
What?
Jeez.
That's just stupid.
Are you calling Socrates stupid?
No.
Well, yes, you are. It's logical, you see. If you want to be important, you can only be important if you make friends with important people. It's as simple as that. Beatrice.
I don't think that's true, Andy. And what does that have to do with us going out to a concert with our friends?
Our friends are using us. They want to be cool like we are, so they want to go places with us, so they'll be cool. They're using us.
But that's not right. They like us.
Yeah, because they want to be vicariously cool.
Oh, Andy.
So I'm staying home tonight, you see. You can go if you want with all those so-called friends, but I'm staying home to watch TV.
Okay, then. Well, I'm going.
Your friends will only be half cool if I don't go with you.
That's terrible, Andy.
Terrible or not, that's the way it is, Beatrice. That's the way it is, and okay, I will go, but only to make our so-called friends feel better. Duty calls.
Oh, Andy, you're so funny. You know you love our friends. Andy.
I didn't write that.
You did write 3 Andys. So.
Go ahead, McCartney.
Thanks for listening to Andy and Beatrice, the old and relentless. Be with us next time when you will hear Andy say,
Where did I put my boxers? Hey, Beatrice.
And again, another biographical script written by Larry John.
He wrote this way before you called.
Okay, I was.
No, I did.
I was worried.
You know,
It was like 2 weeks ago.
It was a little bit of a.
So if you
Is it kind of autobiographical?
if a show
kind of I sense some of Larry in this.
You know, I
Larry's
tried to
a
make-
little bit in everything.
Just consider that a little bit of an audition, Michael, in case the show comes along, and that
Pardon my
for the Fringe next year?
Well, just for fun, why don't we do like alternate casting? Let me borrow that
The
script.
grammar was great, by the way.
Please don't read it again.
Let's do it.
I'll do whatever we can to like not
Hey,
read
Leah,
this.
why don't you read? We'll just do the first few lines. Just go ahead.
Let's see if
I'll
she'd
be
be
Andy.
any
I'll
good.
be
All
Andy.
right.
Way better.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see if she'd be any
Make it
good.
more realistic here.
More
Beatrice should be a local girl.
You want to be Andy?
Okay, you be Andy then.
You can't be Andy. You have to be Beatrice.
I can be Beatrice.
Gender
All right.
I hope we don't have
Who
anything
else
to do
wants
tonight.
to try Andy? Hey, Chino, you try it.
Nah, I'm good, dog.
He hates the whole idea.
All right, here we go.
All right.
I hope we don't have any time to do anything tonight. I want to stay home and watch
I'm
TV.
Beatrice on Manalo once.
No, Andy. We are going with our friends, okay? The Johnsons to the Sackey concert.
What? Not tonight?
Yes, tonight, Andy. We made plans to go last week, remember? Yeah.
The Johnsons? I don't even like those people.
What's our friends?
I don't like them. I don't.
All right.
I know
All
life.
right.
I know
There we
life.
go. So there you go.
That was a whole different energy level. Whole different energy.
There's
We like
no
that.
question.
And pigeon, it can be done. It can be done.
In Asian ladies, Chinese.
You see that?
First,
I was inspired by our really
Why you don't listen to me, Andy?
I saw it.
Do you guys like that? I like that.
Love
energy.
it.
Good
Love
energy.
I
it.
think you're out of a job
I
now.
think I'm out.
Yeah. And I thought you were good till I heard that.
But honestly, if it was
Thank you,
Asian,
Larry.
Andy would be much more of a pushover.
Now, what is the reason?
No, he would just go.
Well, first of all, I want to ask Leah. Leah, was that the most entertaining thing you'd ever heard? Seriously. No, be honest with me.
Be honest.
It's
will- she
almost as
won't.
entertaining as a guy friend requesting me that paints rainbows.
But that's pretty good then, right?
It's really good.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah,
Really.
tell
It's all
me your
perspective.
rates.
It's all how you see it, really.
Now, Chino,
Yes, sir.
I want to know why you are so adamantly against Andy and Beatrice.
Do you really want to know why?
Yes, that's why I asked
Okay.
the stupid question. Go for it.
The premises never reach a point of climax. There's never any conclusion. The script is
It's an
inauthentically
ongoing
written.
story.
Andy is chauvinistic, and Beatrice isn't even written by a real
You
woman.
must not like the Honeymooners, dude.
It reminds
As a
him of
matter
his
of fact,
parents,
Beatrice
too.
is written by somebody who probably doesn't know any women at all. I'm guessing that's you, right, Larry?
I take offense to that statement.
That hurt.
I didn't mean
He
it.
was waiting
That
for
really
the
hurt.
rule.
Well, but other than that, you really like it, right?
Other than that, it's genius.
Yeah.
I love the soundtrack. I love the
Dialogue is
soundtrack.
spot on.
Everybody quiet.
I
Everybody quiet
concur
for
with
just
the
a second.
soundtrack.
Introductions.
Gotta let McCartney talk here.
Oh no, it's time again. Well, that's all the time we have this week for The Tub. In The Tub are some of Maui's best-known personalities, talking about life on Maui. The Tub is a production of Maui Live Show. Find us online at MauiLiveShow.com, where you can watch past Tub shows. You can also find us on Facebook. See you next time when once again Maui Live Show brings you The Tub.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for being with us. Want to thank Bill Best, Chino LaForge, Sonny Dennis, Michael McCartney, Lia Kreig, Eric Molina, and the most influential man on Maui, Michael Pulliam.
Let's not forget about Larry John.
Also want to thank Michael John, our co-producer, and of course, Carl. Say Carl's last name for me.
Rozicki.
Yes, and Luscious Lucy in the Sky Cam. Hi. All right.
And let's not forget to give it up for Larry John himself.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Painting rainbows, one color
I
at
want
a
to know
time.
what you would give up. That's what I want to know. Because I'm interested. How do I look, by the way?
I've done more for less.
I think
Your eyes are popping right now.
Ever thought about acting on stage?
No, not from you.
There's a play like
You know, that did nothing for me, nothing at all.
I tried.
I feel like
However,
this is going to turn into Eyes Wide Shut.
didn't somebody promise me if the show was... Okay. Come on over.
There we go.
Okay.
But Warriors of
Slow,
Ready.
slow. Nice, slow. Very slow. Very, now kiss it. Kiss it.
Ew, no way.
There's oil up
We
there.
found the line.
Hopefully we're covered that entire sequence.
Everybody say goodbye to everybody, and we'll see you.
Good night, Gracie.